Yes, I was shot in the neck and paralyzed on February 19th, 2022. The biggest impact on me has been physically because I can't move my body. And that alone has impacted me emotionally and has been overwhelming to process. I'm also grieving my friend who was killed while trying to protect me. She was a person I loved and admired. Her life was stolen, and I feel I am alive because of the sacrifice she made in that moment. Despite my disability, I feel grateful to be alive, and I wish you were still here so I could share that gratitude with her. Instead, I grieve the loss of an irreplaceable friend. Psychologically, I am deeply affected by the trauma of that night and the 5 months I spent in the hospital healing and accepting all of my new limitations. And the majority of my coping skills are no longer accessible. When I most needed to communicate my needs, I was unable to speak because of my dependence on a ventilator. My voice itself was stolen. I wasn't able to talk to the people I love, which made me feel isolated. I couldn't engage in a therapy that could have eased my trauma, and I struggled to communicate even my immediate physical needs. It has only been through intensive speech therapy that I am able to communicate today. I don't know if I will ever fully recover my voice because I am still unable to breathe on my own. And I used to love to sing, and I really miss the sound of my laugh. I can no longer work in my desired field or make a living at all. I've lost the future I saw for myself. After being heavily invested in school and more than halfway through, I had to quit. The reason for my withdrawal, which was noted by the school as being involved in an accident, that was one of many mischaracterizations that continue to understate the intent with which my future was stolen. Nearly all of my hobbies are no longer accessible. I am extremely limited in the activities that can bring me joy or comfort. Each day is physically exhausting to engage in what little activities are available. My daily routine, once entirely independent, is now very dependent on my parents, friends, and caregivers. It is very time-consuming and is visibly hard on my parents' bodies. They were both previously retired, and now they are not. My morning routine alone is almost 3 hours. While they have never treated me as a burden, my disability has at times left me feeling that I am one. This is painful because at this time in their life, I feel that I should be the one supporting them. The process of navigating Social Security and disability assistance has been overwhelming for both my parents and myself. It took a full year for my disability to be recognized by the state. In that time, my parents and caregivers were exhausted by bureaucratic hurdles, which impaired their ability to support me. My days are entirely driven by my immediate medical needs. I require many therapies and medical interventions to simply live. Despite my paralysis, I am often in pain because the toll of this has taken on My body extends to the parts of me I'm still able to feel. I don't believe in punitive punishment. It doesn't prevent the perpetuation of hatred that leads to these acts of violence. I understand why this person should spend their life in jail for what they did, but I don't believe that it will make any difference in his worldview, which has a direct impact on his remorse. I do not believe he truly feels remorse.